Rajasthan is a very, very special place to me. I've already shot 2 feature films here. I love the landscape. And as you can see around us, there are dunes sprawling everywhere. There's an enormous sense of drama that comes built in. As a director, you don't have to work towards finding that in your frame. You spin the camera anywhere and you just get this wonderful dramatic frame. So this kind of background lends itself very well to this film, which also has a very dramatic element, but like I mentioned, given the fact that it's drought-ridden, something like this in your very opening frame says that there's no water. This film is about this wonderful relationship between a father and the son. Initially, when the script, it was written with a certain amount of influence with one of my features, which was Door. The agency felt that I had done Door, that I would be an apt fit, and especially because the bulk of the film deals with the relationship between the father and the son, that the fit would be perfect, and that's how it came about. The film is set in a very dry area like Rajasthan, in this little village that has no rain. Father makes his living being a cotton blaster, and the son sort of develops an animosity towards the clouds right from the beginning of the film, because they show up, they do not dump rain on the village, and then they go away. There are 2 primary characters in the film, the father and the son. The son clearly stands for the modern youth of India. Even if you look at the villages, very, very aspirational, want to do bigger and better things. The father, of course, traditional, but the coolest thing with the father in this film was the fact that he was not one of those rothered fathers who, was talking about the really bad situation he was in and that the son needs to support it, but a father who has confidence in the son to let him leave, let him go do his own thing.
मगर आप ऐसा कर रहे हो, स्लो करो और बस मटकी की ओर देखो और कुछ.
I like the opening sequence of the film where everyone is waiting for water. I like it because even when I was designing the sequence, I kept saying it has to be a very Sergio Leone type of film, where there's a film that he did called Once Upon a Time in the West, which is very, very iconic. And in the beginning, everything moves in slow motion almost, because in a hot, arid area where there's no water, your movements also kind of slow down because of the exhaustion. And that's what I was trying to capture in the opening sequence.
एक मिनट में एक्शन बोलूँगा आपको, कोई टेंशन नहीं.
The film is sort of an interesting blend of realism with a couple of extremely surrealistic VFX-laden shots. It's going to be a very interesting mix. It's something that I haven't done before, so personally I'm a little excited about trying to blend these two seamlessly. When you're doing VFX of this kind, you need the special effects supervisor to be involved at every small stage of the game, and that's why we were having multiple discussions over and over again.
On the location, we had to do a lot of technical aspect, like shooting the whole environment ball, a lot of lighting information to be taken, and my team did a fantastic job by delivering a very good product, which has been liked by the client also.
I'm still imagining a lot of what will be there, but with the help of Shubroto, who's doing the VFX, we're pretty clear about exactly what's going to happen. And especially with special effects, it's a continuous process. You design something, they come in, they fine-tune it, then you shoot something, they come in, they fine-tune it, you go back and forth till you get what you want perfectly. Of course, we're here right now in wonderful sunny Rajasthan, so the thought of rain is the furthest from our minds, but tomorrow we'll get into that.
Okay.
We did a fairly extensive location recce, and it became very obvious that while places look very good from afar, when you're actually in there and you're shooting, they don't lend the kind of drama that I wanted for this film. So I had my art director come in, and we very specifically designed this little village, obviously to make sense with the shots, but every frame that one looked at, you got a sense that here was a real village, but at the same time not some of the overpopulated ones that we see in Rajasthan these days. Plus the fact I had to build another village because most of the villages in Rajasthan, even the remote ones, have electricity now, and for the purposes of our story, that was not making sense.
Did we give him that height?
In the progression of the story, it serves as the perfect backdrop. Spectacular Rajasthan to the gritty sort of realism of Bombay. Visually, it makes perfect sense.
आप सिर्फ ऊंट के पास खड़े रहिए, ऊंट को बैठने दीजिए, आप ऊंट के पास खड़े रहिए और कुछ नहीं.
I love the camel as an animal. Each camel has such a unique, distinct personality, and they're always irritated. They're pissed off the entire time, so that's a very, very strong trait. So I enjoy working with them. They can be extremely unpredictable at times, like they did on the shoot, but it's part of shooting. You have a good time with them.
आराम से उसको थोड़ी देर, मगर यहाँ पे बिठाना, अगर बिठा तो यहाँ पे बिठाना.
Actually, the distance that we walked in this film from the base camp to the actual shoot area was, every time you're shooting on the dunes, it brings with it its set of challenges. This was no different, but overall it was still an extremely enjoyable shoot, because when you shoot in an area that kind of inspires you to do stuff, then it becomes an enjoyable shoot.
It's a whole unit which is striving to finish this film to look as grand and as, the scale that the director wanted, and to do justice to what the script was given to us by the agency, and that's what we are here for.
I think it's clearly trying to go to a target audience that is traditional, but at the same time grappling with modernity. So, people who do leave home, go outside, do modern things, but never ever forget their roots. So this film is trying to echo that.
All right, back up.